What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the Thai Life. My name is Min. Today I want to discuss with y'all why women get their nails done. It is so important as nail tech. We understand the rhymes and the reasons why women get their nails done. There are some clients out there, they got anxiety problem, y'all. And they bite their nails, they bite their cuticles, and they need them nails so that it prevents them from doing all of that. You got women who got some manly hands, y'all. I mean, those knuckles are so big, bulky, looks like they've been in a boxing ring, you know what I mean? And they need their nails done so it looks like feminine. You got other clients, their fingers just hate each other. I mean, they're crooked, they don't even look at each other, and they need their nails done so they can feel like their fingers are straight. I mean, those are just some of the rhymes and reasons why clients get their nails done. So today, I'm gonna show you as a nail tech and as the client the whole process, how I do a set of nails. It's so important that we understand from start to finish what a set of nails includes as the client also, because if you as the client go and get your nails done and you notice a nail tech skip a step or something, they gonna fuck your nail up, and next thing you know, you gonna show your friend your nails, and next thing you know, your nails popping out like popcorns. So y'all don't want that to happen to you, so y'all better pay attention. Let's get it, y'all. So this client right here, right, she wanted black color acrylic, and she wanted like some glitter on top of that with some coffin shape. First, what I did was I had to prep her nails. How do I start? I go in with the paper sander, and this paper sander is very fine. It's not a coarse one, and I'm gonna go ahead and start roughing her natural nails. But when I'm roughing her natural nail, y'all, I'm very gentle during this process. This process is very dangerous, y'all, because if they have some thin nail and y'all not realizing it, y'all can freaking burn their nails. And please do not maximize on the speed when it comes to just roughing the nails, y'all, because y'all gonna take their finger off, and next thing y'all know, they got 9 fingers. So after that, I'm gonna go in with the pre-shaped coffin tips, okay? This pre-shaped coffin tips right here, I got on Amazon. And the reason why I'm using clear is because I'm gonna put color powder over it anyway, so it doesn't matter what color I put. But the main thing about these coffin tips, y'all, they're really straight, and y'all gotta make sure y'all put the nails on perfectly straight. Don't be nonsense and talk and start laughing. Next thing you know, one finger is shifting the other way. When you guys are applying these straight tips, these straight tips are not meant for every single nails, y'all. There are some nails that shift up, like the nail base are shifting up. Don't apply no straight tip on no nail that are shifting up. You want the nail to turn to a roller coaster or what? Okay, these nails are meant for nice curved nail. Your natural nail has to grow straight. These nails are very helpful when your nails are naturally growing down too. So if you use these straight tips, they're not gonna curve too much, okay? Those are very important things to know when applying straight tips, y'all, okay? Also, you ask the client what length do they want, not with what length do you want. It's what the clients want. You give them the length that they want on the first hand. So once you cut down the first hand, you cut it nice and even, right? You take the ring finger and the index finger, you measure them because these two fingers tends to be the same length. After you cut the first hand, you're gonna go in with the second hand. But the second hand is tricky because now the second hand, you kind of have to guess how the first hand looks like. So that, my friend, you are on your own. But in my experience, I'm gonna cut the nail longer so that when I start measuring 2 fingers together, cuticle to the tips, I'm gonna cut the tips that are longer than the other one. You don't cut the short one, okay? Once you measure all the length, everything's good, okay? You take the paper sander bit and you're gonna file the edge of the tips, okay? Why? Because these tips are very thick. And the reason why they're thick is because they're pre-shaped. So you gotta go in with the sander and you're gonna sand the edge to smooth it out, okay? You gotta do that. If you don't do that and you start applying acrylic, you're gonna see a little hump, okay? And you don't want that hump. So what you do is you sand it, and guys, after you sand the edges, make sure you clean off the dust. Come on, y'all. Don't be a chatterbox or forget to step. Next thing you know, you got all the gunk on there and you put primer and you put acrylic. That's just gonna make a mess, especially if you're dealing with clear powder, right? You're gonna see all the dust in there. So what y'all wanna do is, I go in with this primer This primer is called No Lift Nail Primer, y'all. This primer right here is a game changer since COVID-19 started. I don't know why more people are washing their hand more during COVID, which they should be washing their hand before COVID already. But because they wash their hands so much, their nail just lift. I mean, their nail just lift consistently. So I went to the store and I'm like, look, I need one of your best primer, and the lady who sell me this primer recommended me this No Lift primer, and I tell you what, I love it. After the primer, let it dry, I'm gonna go in with the black color acrylic. You can see on the other hand, the other finger, I got the acrylic on it, but as you see, I'm doing this process here. Color acrylic is one of the hardest things to apply, y'all. It gets messy. So to prevent the client's nail or finger from being messy, you gotta constantly clean your brush. So every time you clean the acrylic off, you gotta make sure you clean your brush on the paper, okay? And if you need to go in more with powder, go ahead and go in more with powder, okay? Like I say, when it comes to application, there's no right or wrong, y'all. How many beats you do, it doesn't really matter. What matters, it looks good at the end, right? But what you want to do is you want to make sure the surface of the nail is smooth when you are applying, okay? A smooth surface is going to help you save a lot of time from filing the surface off when it comes to the e-file, right? As you guys can see, I am constantly cleaning around the cuticle to prevent the black from bleeding into her skin. And if you guys are facing the problem where the black is bleeding into her skin, clean your brush, dip your brush into the monomer and use the monomer to clean around her skin. You'd be surprised, but the monomer is able to take this thing off around the nails. Very, very, very cool to know that, right? So check this out. As I'm cleaning it, okay? After that, if I'm satisfied, I'm gonna go in with a next coat. I always go in with a clear powder acrylic when it comes to black or any color acrylic. The reason is, I just wanna be safe, y'all. Adding a clear powder over the color acrylic is to protect the color. It's to protect the color from being shaved off. Because sometimes with color acrylic, if you're not shaving it off correctly with the e-file, you can see like a shadow on the color, and you don't want that. You want the color to be consistent, like polish. So you have to cover it up with clear powder. But that's just me. You do you, boo. But that's just me, okay? That's how I would do it. So after that, I just file. But remember, this is pre-shaped tip. So I just filed the edges just to get the acrylic clean around the edges so that when I go in with the e-file, I'm not cutting them and I'm able to flush the cuticle nicely, okay? When I'm filing, guys, I'm holding the client's hand very tight so it doesn't vibrate. Y'all ever had that vibrate feeling when the nail tech file? It's annoying. It's just very painful, right? Hold the finger down tight, and you know if they have that puffy skin around the cuticle, pin it down so you don't cut the cuticles. And as you guys can see, I'm flushing the cuticle very well with my e-file. Very important, guys. This process right here is where it's like a bread when like the cherry on the top. That's what I meant. The reason is, I'm sorry for my big head. My big head was in the way. But when you do the e-file correctly, you're gonna prevent the nail from lifting. It's gonna look very natural, and you also clean the cuticle around her nails. Very important, guys. And after that, you gotta buff the nail. Buffing is important. You can't just you're done. You gotta buff the top, the bottom, the side. Buffing is what's gonna make the shaping crisp, y'all. Buffing is very important. So after you buff, you have to wash the hand with water. If you're doing gel, you can't put soap. After that, I put this reflective black glitter on her. She is firing up at this moment, y'all. She's loving it. She's happy. And once I lay this coat on, I put it under the light for 1 minute or plus, up to you. After that, I'm gonna go in with a Gelexer gel top coat. Okay, when you guys are putting top coat on, please don't just slap the top coat on. Put it nicely so it doesn't get around the skin and the cuticles. After that, you always end the set with some cuticle oils, y'all. Because after that 1 hour service, you know their hands are dry and ashy. You gotta put them cuticle oil on, rub it around the finger, and of course you gotta take a picture, and at the end, y'all, look how it looks like. Look how it looks like. She was loving it, she was feeling it. It was a simple set, but you know what? She was loving it. That's all that mattered. I hope y'all learned something today. I hope y'all understand the whole process of a set. It is important for nail tech to know that. It's important for client so that y'all don't get played when y'all get service done. If y'all like this video, hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next tutorial funny video.